And they're off.
Further Faster, the best independently owned outdoor store in the known universe. Whether you're heading out on a climbing, paddling, tramping or running adventure, look no further than Further Faster for all your gear and expertise needs. Over the summer, head over to 57A Buchan Street, Otutahi in Sydenham, Christchurch, whatever that order is. I'm tired. Hit them up at furtherfaster.co.nz. It goes something like, further, faster, they're in Christchurch, Rocky is hairy and so is Badger, Jules is nice and Jacob is delicious, go to further, faster now.
Oh, further, faster, they're in Christchurch, Rocky is hairy and so is Badger, Jules is nice and Jacob is delicious, go to further, faster now.
Dirt Church Radio.
Episode 314 of Dirt Church.
that sums it up perfectly.
Episode 314 of Dirt Church Radio. I'm Matt Raymond.
I'm Ellie Pottinger.
I'm Andrew McDowell.
What? What a weekend, eh? My goodness. And you're right, Andrew, that does sum up my weekend, certainly. Only the spiciest and bestest of racing to be had at the 2025 Tarawera Ultra Trail. Look, we're going to bring you our live speed dating extravaganza a little bit later, but before we get into it, we should probably act like a proper trail running podcast and rip through some results. So, Andrew, you're our results-focused human. So,
oh man, I can't believe you've done this to me.
Just take us away. What happened?
Did I mention I feel like absolute
we'll get there.
Pile of?
We'll get there.
I'm barely sustaining life. Right? Okay, hang on.
So you should have just stopped 3/4 of the way through, mate. There.
Oh no. Oh man, yeah. We'll talk. I can't wait to unpack your day, Matt. All right, here we go. Sorry, miler. Now this is male first, then female first. It's just the way it's printed out. All right, so don't at me, please. This is just in this order. The magnificent man from Otutahi, Sam Harvey, absolutely crushed it. 15 hours, 16 minutes. My goodness. He said he would, and he did. And can you ask any more of the man? No, you cannot. Outstanding. Simon Cochran, we were waiting for him to do a sub 16, weren't we? And boy, did he do that. 15:33. The man. Ryan Whelan, our first international, coming in at 15:56. So 3 men under 16 hours. Not bad.
That's now because there was a change in the course, we can't call it a CR, can we?
It wouldn't be anyway. Zach ran a 14:30 or something.
Yes, he did.
But that was
an alternate course.
Look, you can go around in circles saying what's faster and what's not faster all day. Some have more vert, some have less vert, but then some people are better at the vert than running on the flat. It's too hard to sort of quantify. So it was just a great time, and well done everyone. Where am I going? Milers,
Camino.
female milers. Camino Miyazaki, 17:40, 9th overall. Absolutely amazing time. And the lovely Emma Timmis came in second place, and I spent a reasonable amount of the middle of it chatting with her and running with her, and because she's a way better runner than me, she went way faster than me in the end. But it was great to share some time out on the course with her, as well as with Sarah Parkins. We had a boat ride together, so she came in 18th overall in 1911. Emma was 1850. So amazing work from the top three ladies, and they just don't slow down. That's what it is, The same, they just hold exactly. I mean, I think it's about even splits from Emma.
Some did though, Andrew. That race really changed quite a bit throughout the day.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I don't really know what's going on because I'm kind of out there. So yeah, tell me.
Oh, so Konoka had been leading for quite some time, and then I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was like Miller Road. She pulled there. And Naomi
she pulled
Brand,
it
I
outlet.
think. Oh, it was outlet.
Yeah.
And then Naomi Brand took the lead, and then she kind of must have got quite sick. So then that's when it kind of all changed around that 100K to 140K mark. And then, that's when that kind of...
Oh, and Hillary Allen, I remember passing Hillary, and she was not having a heck of a good time there, was she?
No, so it sounds quite like I talked to her at the barbecue, and what an amazing human. And I didn't really know her story. But talking to Corinne yesterday afternoon, she said, like Hillary's got quite a lot of metalwear in her ankles after her fall, and she was just, in pain, and she's kind of realizing that maybe this distance isn't great for her ankles. So I think it's probably quite a tough time for her. Yeah, at the moment, I don't know. I don't want to, but I know like Lucy and I had a good chat about it. Lucy was just saying like, Hillary's just got so much that she gives to the sport in so many different ways, and nobody actually cares if she's racing. I mean, like, we care if she's racing or not, but the way that she gives to the sport is like transcends her performances.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to rattle through the rest because I've got taken way too long.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can do this. I can go females first. I can handle this without losing my mind. Ruth Croft, woo, 100K.
Yay.
8:24, absolutely ridiculously fast. 9th overall, followed really closely, 6 minutes in it, by Caitlin Fielder, who was 10th overall, and Beth McKenzie came in 3rd place, 12th overall, 8:46. All three of those times are just ridiculous. Do we know how that race played out?
Yeah, so basically Ruth and Caitlin were running pretty much together the whole way, but actually not together. Caitlin was like a bloody mountain lion, like just the back of the scruff of her neck, just like kind of stalking her the whole day. So they weren't running together. Caitlin was like maybe, 5 meters back, like I'm here. And so they went basically through like all the way up to, I can't remember if it was Okataina or Miller Road. I think it might have been coming out of Miller Road, and it was still like neck and neck. And then Ruth just ended up kind of putting the pedal to the metal a bit in those final stages, but it was very close. And I mean, yeah, Caitlin's leveled up, and it's really exciting to see where she goes with this. I can't wait to see how she goes at Western States.
Yeah.
It's actually ridiculous how many amazing New Zealand ultra runners we have at the moment. It's out of control. And I mean, these times hurt my brain. But I suppose they don't hurt my brain quite as much as Daniel Jones's 7:17 for the win.
So that was a course best. Like, so what, how we were talking about records before, what they've come up with is saying course best at Tarawera, because they've all been different courses almost. Like,
oh, totally.
So,
there's no,
but then you
would
think
call it
like
a record.
Jim Walmsley held the previous course best, and I think it was 7:23, something like that.
7:24 or something like that, yeah.
But that's like a totally opposite direction, wasn't it? So
So different course, but it just kind of shows still the level, right? Like, that, a 7:17 for 100Ks on trail. Ooh.
No, he is at the top of his game right now, and I can't wait to see how Western States is for everyone involved. It's just going to be so good. One good thing about not running it this year is I get to watch it. Well, way more fun, right? Hiroki Kai, 2nd place, also amazing, 7:48, and Adrian McDonald proves that he's not just a 100-mile expert, he's also come in under 8 hours at 7:51 for 3rd place overall. Absolutely amazing.
With that, so those were obviously the races that were up for golden tickets. And when I was interviewing Adrian McDonald, I was like, oh, so, what brought you back to Tarawera? And he just points and he goes, that guy. And he's pointing at the golden ticket. And I was just like, dude, like, okay, cool. Not our beautiful trails or amazing community. It's the golden ticket.
Well, he got both. So, enjoy the trails, get the ticket. Yeah. Very cool. 50K? Hadyen Hakes show. I mean, the range of this guy, right? I mean, so fast just overall, but 3:18 for 50K over 1,200 metres of vert it's actually nearly 52K. Absolutely amazing. Robbie Simpson also 3:20. There's not much in that, is there? No. Less than 2 minutes.
It's a ding-dong.
And, of course, local boy Michael Voss, coming in 3rd place in 3:23. And I was just thinking, he would have enjoyed having these international level guys to run with, eh? I mean, it's just so good. He'll be smoking everyone at home, and he probably really enjoys the challenge of these big international guys coming in and giving him a good run for his money.
That start line, Kerry had said at the start line in front of everyone, like, oh, we've got 2024 Ultra Run of the Year Hadyen Hakes here, who's about to get dealt to by some local boys.
Ooh.
And honestly, like it was close, right? Like, so this with the 21K start, I was at out at Tiki Tapu for that. And the 50K runners come through before the 21K starts. And so everyone's cheering. And it was Robbie, followed by about 1 or 2 seconds was Vossi. And then 1 or 2 seconds in Hadyen Hakes. And I was just like, oh my goodness, what is going to happen? Like it was like there was absolutely nothing in it. So just amazing to see how that unfolded, and that course record massively.
I think a big takeaway from this is like just translating to Western States. You look at Hadyen Hakes, and of course Dan Jones has an incredible marathon time.
Mm-hmm.
These guys that are running these 14-hour Western States, if you want to even think about being at that level, you actually have to be incredibly fast in general. You've got to have a good 10K time, if you want to be there. Whereas the old days, you could probably get away with just being a specialist 100-miler runner.
Lucy was just saying, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but apparently David Roach had said recently that the person who wins Western States will be the person who has the fastest mile time.
Wow. Okay.
Which is an interesting way of looking at it, right? But actually, like, it shows like you've got to have that really high VO2 max. You've got to have that high leg speed. And then if you've also got all the other good stuff behind you. That,
aerobic efficiency, at a cellular level, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Super cool. 50K female, Bianca Tarberton from South Africa, 3:45. That's right up there with some of the fastest female times that we've ever had. Madison Reynolds from Australia, 4:11. And Julia Grant, first Kiwi home in 4:13, not far behind. So also a pretty hot race. Good stuff. Female, 20K, Jessie Speedy, and it just made me laugh. I mean, the fastest 20K runner's last name is Speedy, 1:35. And 11th overall, that's awesome. Philippa Williams, 14th overall, 1:37. And in third place, 19th overall, Shelley Schenk. Yes, Schenk from Switzerland in 1:40. The men, Joe Stewart, smashed it in 1:18. Gee, that is fast.
That's bonkers.
Yikes. Benjamin Otis, 1:19. Michael Sutton, 1:19. That was New Zealand, US, New Zealand. So great job, everyone. Shall I quickly mention
Do it.
Any other races? Yes.
Yeah.
Good old Pigs. That old Pigs backyard happened down in Dunners. And my mate Glenn Sutton once again showed that he is the man. 32 laps, which just quietly is 51 kilometres further than any of us miler people ran over the weekend. Hunter White was the assist. Female winner was Lidio Patillo with 21 yards. Great job down there.
There we go. Great jobs all round, and great jobs on this conference call as well. How was everyone's weekend, Ali? I mean, you probably... No, not probably. You had the lion's share of being at that start finish. You were at the expo. You were everywhere. How was your 5-day Tarawera experience?
I actually really loved it. So it starts with the Wednesday night at the barbecue, and that's a really lovely way to kind of ease into things and see everyone, have a catch up. And then Thursday, pump in at the expo, have our staff meeting. Friday was massive, just expo, and we had all our panels, which was fun. Speed dating was hilarious. I can't wait for people to listen to that and hopefully get some pictures of people in their Love Heart glasses because they looked great. Women in Trail panel, super interesting, chatting with Corinne and Lucy, and I can't wait to see what changes are made in the sport there. Then Saturday, I was up at 2:30 to get to the miler start, and that miler start was special. Like we were just talking about it, there was this beautiful haka to a sea of headlamps. Paul Charteris came out with this hero speech of this is your day. And I was just like, whoa. And all the runners set off and then had the 50K start, which was really fun. And round to Tiki Tapu, which was just pumping. You've got, thousands of people setting off from there. And finish line was just mad, but mad awesome, full of happy people, just having a great time. And some really tight racing, just really exciting to kind of keep track of what was happening everywhere. Great to see our Kiwis take it at home. And Sunday, then like yesterday, just welcoming in those kind of like, especially like those golden hour miler finishes. There was some really, really special moments there. Amazing crowd of people that just decided to stick around and cheer everyone in. Two other weird highlights were meeting Rod Dixon at the expo. He came to say hi. And if you haven't ever seen his video of New York Marathon, you've got to watch it. It's just like that gets you in the guts.
Yeah,
like if you want to get fired up for something, watch that.
It's such a Chad finish.
Oh, so hardcore. And then we also met AJ Hackett, who was just hanging out at the finish line. So Kerry had a bit of a fanboy moment there. And and he was actually like, is that Ruth Croft? And so then they had a chat. So
it's like the Spider-Man scene where everyone's pointing at each other, the three stars.
It was cool, man. So just really great weekend. I can't believe it's finished already, but just loved it, and I'm glad it went well. Like, yeah. What about you,
Andrew?
Matt, do you want to start with Matt or Andrew?
Well, yeah.
Andrew, you go first.
Just to get it done, because we really want to just hear how Matt's doing. I entered about 3 days beforehand because I was supposed to be pacing my neighbour Harsh, but he had back issues and he just couldn't do it. So we did a ticket transfer because I'm cheap, although they don't make it easy. But anyway, we won't touch on that too heavily. So I wasn't prepared for it really, but I'm not going to make too many excuses. I think I did a really good 80K or about 85K, and then I feel like someone just punctured a hole in my fuel tank and all the fuel ran out and I didn't quite... You know, you have these, they always talk about in milers, you have sort of, might have a bad patch and you'll come out and then you'll have a really good patch. And that's usually true. But that didn't happen. I kept waiting for like, at 120Ks, I'm going to start feeling good again. And it would just never happened. And I think, I suppose the takeaway is all of those things that people talk about, if you have a coach, listen to your coach when they say, you should have a proper taper and you should do specificity in your training and all of that stuff that you hear over and over again and you think, oh, yeah, maybe. They're right because when you don't, I think, you're good for about half the race and you're not very good for the second half. So that was basic. It was good first half and an absolutely shocking, totally exhausted second half. And I'm still absolutely buggered today. I'm feeling quite munted actually. So, yeah, but I mean, it's still great to be down there. I really didn't like the apocalypse section, the bit after
Tweety.
Once you get away from the falls and you're straight out onto that road, and then
up to Fenton Mill.
Yeah, and where all the trees have been felled and everything, and it just went on forever.
That was hectic.
I made a weird mistake. I changed hats to my bucket hat at Redcloud and left my sunnies at the station. And so I hit that section at like 2:30 in the afternoon in full sun, and I was just struggling so much, and I forgot to get all my gels. So I made some pretty rookie mistakes. They were all there. Joe put them all out for me, and I just had one of them and then just walked away. I don't know what was going on with my brain at Redcloud, but I made some pretty fundamental errors, and that meant that I ran out of my nutrition and I was getting blinded for 2 hours in that searing heat of the afternoon. So it was a bit rough. It was a bit of a rough race. But I mean, still under 21 hours, and it's nice to get miler number 22 finished. So I shouldn't complain too much. It was okay. That's all it was. It was okay. You get halfway through and you start thinking about Northburn in 5 weeks, and I was like, oh God. I'm going to do this again soon. Oh, and it's going to be worse. But that's character building, right? Yeah, I might retire soon. Anyway, that was me. Matt, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. It's interesting, isn't it? It's hard to look at any of the stuff because everything that anyone ever says about anything hard is a cliche or appears to be a cliche, like lessons learned or anything like that. Like what you're saying is absolutely sincere, and also couched with the fact, you're saying that in terms of your context, like a sub 21 hour 100-mile race is okay. There's lots of people who would have given their left hand.
It's always relative. Yeah,
it's always relative, and that's I'm not having a crack, but that's interesting, isn't it? Like what you couch as success or failure, and that
Yeah.
in that space.
But if you look at like I came through 100 Ks in 11 hours flat.
Yeah, right.
Which means that it took nearly another 10 hours to do the final 60. So that's not great.
Right.
It's definitely a failure.
So yeah, I DNF'd, and it wasn't something that it was going really well until it wasn't. Like I honestly had I got to the start and felt really emotional, like really, really emotional, like teared up after the haka, and was like just like, okay, this is going to be a big, it's here. It's sort of the enormity of what was happening hit me. And then for the rest of the run, just had almost a completely a completely even mental state for the preceding like 20 hours, and was totally just happy and listening to like I was getting instructions, you need to hydrate more, you need to take this, you need to do this. I did what I was told. It went well. There was no issues with anything. There was no issues with nutrition. I really enjoyed the course. I really, really enjoyed coming out of Buried Village. That was choice. Going onto the Tarawera Trail, like that is beautiful through there.
You like that trail?
I like that stuff, so that's
Golly.
what I like doing. I like that stuff, and I like the part after Outlet as well. I really like that stuff, Things are going really well until they weren't. So the mistake that I made is that if I could have come back and had a do-over, I would have taken a third bottle with me from Outlet. I would have put a third bottle in my drop bag at Outlet, and I would have gone out with 3 bottles. So I ran out of water and nutrition probably 6K from Fenton Mill.
And it's a really slow uphill too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is for me.
It was for me too.
So by the time I got up there, so that 6K, that was close enough to an hour to get up that hill or that bit. I was pretty dehydrated. It was dark. It wasn't blinding sun, but I was dehydrated and I was feeling quite poorly at that point.
Did they have? Because there was a little water drop before the hill climb.
No, it wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
No.
Bugger.
Or not. There was a water drop maybe afterwards.
No, before you start the big climb up to the mill, there was water drop off to the side. But if you're in darkness,
maybe I
you
didn't see
it. Yeah, okay.
But so by the time I got up there, and when I got up there, I felt quite dehydrated, and I was also behind then on my calories. So they were really, really sweet up at the mill, and I was taking on fluids, and I had some soup and just trying to do whatever. Felt quite shaky, quite cold. The medic comes over. What's happening? Said, look, this is what's happening. Do you feel good? No, I don't feel very good. And then they said very innocently, how are you feeling? Do you want to stop? And that's not their fault. That is not their fault. They were checking in, and obviously I wasn't looking real good, and up until that point, I'd been feeling great. And I said, no, absolutely I don't. And then I got out of that aid station as quickly as possible. So just got my bottles filled up and got out, because I knew in my head, if I'm feeling like this now and I'm not feeling very good, if you asked me once, I'd be like, nah. If you asked me twice, I'd be like, nah. If you asked me 3 times, I'd be like, maybe. So I got up and I was like, gone. See you later. So by the time I got to Rotoiti, I took off. I had 2 bottles. I was already in a hole. I dug myself further into that hole, going up the hill and down the hill to Rotoiti. And then by the time I got to Rotoiti, I was probably way behind on calories. I was way behind on fluids. Sat down, thought, right, I'm going to eat now, because if I eat, I'll feel better. I had one of those waffles, which are generally fine. I put it in my mouth. I thought that's really nice. That's pleasant, Chewed it up, swallowed it. And have you seen The Lord of the Rings where Gandalf's on the bridge and he goes, "You shall not pass," and slams his thing down? And then that's pretty much a visual representation of my gastrointestinal tract for the next 2 hours after that. it was just one little thing, and I don't know what it just. I'm glad I got off the chair and away, and it came back up, and then.
And it was a pretty technical sort of 4K.
It took me 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, because that track was cut up as well. It was pretty hard out downhill.
Yeah, so it took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to go that far. I was throwing up, retching the whole time I was going down the hill. I started to hallucinate visually, wildly, and really not pleasant things. Because there was heaps of ferns. You know the dead ferns, the brown dead ferns? And if you've ever seen that, there's a church in Czechoslovakia, the Church of Bones, with it's made out of bones, human bones. Go Catholics. And I was just seeing skeletons everywhere, people hanging in trees, and it just kept going, and I was like, no, I'm just going to ignore this, put my head down. And just making my way down the hill, it's funny, like you say, Andrew, how you felt like over that last 80K, someone popped the hole in your tank. I felt
Took
like
the batteries out.
I felt like, yeah, exactly like that. And by the time I got down to Okataina, I just had nothing left. My legs weren't, I couldn't run. My quads were shot. I was still throwing up. I was retching by that point because there was nothing left.
What time was it?
Oh, I still had...
Still dark?
Oh, yeah. I got there I think I got there just before 24 hours. So I had time, but I just sat, they saw me and they're like, okay, he's not in a good way. And I don't think I could have made it up over Western Okataina in the state that I was going at that time. I was still throwing up. I had a Danzatron, still throwing up. Still retching, and then had another couple of and just at that point I just said, look, I'm not going to be able to I don't believe I'm going to be able to do this, and called it. So yeah. I'm
sorry, mate.
That's all right.
These things are sent to try us.
This is the thing. I think, again, it's that thing of, it sounds so cliche. I know in the past that I have definitely stopped when I shouldn't have. And I can look back and reflect on that and go, I should have probably kept going. I honestly believe, and maybe this will change over the next week, I don't think I would have been successful getting up out of that chair and trying to get over Western Okataina in the state that I was in. And it's fine.
And you've still got, it's like 45 more K. You've still got quite a way to go.
Yeah.
It's not like it's around the corner. It's
exactly.
a decent amount.
And that point, so I'd been on sort of a specific pace. I was sitting around sort of 28 hours and doing really well and feeling really comfortable. And then it just, and it wasn't like I'd raced to that point and then the wheels fell off. I'd moved really nicely, conservatively, had heaps of fun, met this incredible human being named Joyce from Canberra. And there can be some pretty punishing chat at these things, eh? Some people can be a bit punishing, and I know they don't mean to be punishing, but there's some punishing chat, right? That happens. You hear punishing chat. Either it's I'm a bit excited, so I'm just going to overshare, or I'm trying to manage my own nerves, so I'm just going to, I'm going to yip yap, and I've probably been guilty of that myself.
Surely not.
But I said, I said maybe I didn't speak very much, but I met this woman from Canberra, and we just had a blast. We kept kind of bouncing back and forth. I thought she'd shot off when we got to Te Whakaitu, but I'd been in the aid station. She'd been there long, so I took off. And then I'd answered nature's call in the bush and popped out past, I think it was Okahu, and there she was. And we ran into Outlet and were just having a ball. It was really good, having a really good time. Had a really good time from Outlet. Loved that trail, loved running back up the other way because I've only ever run the other way to Kawerau. So... yeah, it went really well until it didn't, and I feel there is. I think I would be lying if part of me didn't feel quite embarrassed. A part of me does, and that's okay. That'll fade. But the big part of me, I feel okay. I feel and you're sitting with people like I sat with Carl Reed. He's DNF twice at Okataina. He did Ultraman. So, do you know what I mean? It happens, right? People.
I would say one of the if trying to put as positive a spin on it as I can. One of the best things about a DNF is it gives you the opportunity to go back and get the job done.
Yeah.
And from my experience of my first DNF at UTA, which was the North Face back in the olden days, DNFing that one and then going back the next year and getting it done, the feeling that you get of beating the thing that beat you is unbelievable. So hopefully it sort of stokes a bit of a fire and makes you sort of think about things for hopefully next year or sometime soon.
It does. And that's the thing. I think it's I was saying to Ellie before, if I'd come on here and gone, and I've learned this lesson and I've learned that lesson and I've learned this lesson and training starts tomorrow and it's on, you'd know I was full of shit basically. And I was really, but I'm like, I'm going to have a relax. I'm going to have a think about what I want to do. I learned a lot about myself and a lot of positive stuff. I ran, my watch said, was it 122?
The furthest ever
Yeah, absolutely.
run, right?
PB.
By 20K. Happy with that.
Yeah.
And, it happens. So, yeah, this is the thing. It's like, it's that thing of if you said to me 10 times, do you think you could have kept going? No, I don't.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable. Sounds like a good decision.
So there you have it.
But it doesn't feel good. I mean, yeah, I've definitely been there a few times, more than I'd like to. And that feeling, especially, well, for me, it was always the next day I'd wake up and you'd feel a bit better and you'd just be like, oh, if only, maybe you could have, you do have all those questions.
Could've,
and if you don't have too many of those questions, if you've kind of woken up relatively happy with your decision, then, I mean, it was absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And some work-ons, like got some stuff to work on, got some stuff, but that was fun too. Like it was so, I think the thing that I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed being on the other side of the tape. I really enjoyed the process of it. And I really enjoyed how, I mean, it wasn't easy. It was hard.
Yeah, it is quite hard.
and going up to Fenton Mill was hard. And I don't enjoy, I don't enjoy running along flat farm roads. I don't enjoy that. But it was all part of it, and there was no major, until that point, again, no major bummers, like you're a little bit like from Rere Whakaitu, I was like, okay, a little bit sort of, there's that part of you get it, like, I'm not bored, but like, okay, this is a long way, isn't it? Like it sort of sinks in that like, this is a long, long way. So yeah, it was really good. And you're right, Andrew, it does sort of stoke maybe a slow fire and thinking about what's next, and also balancing that against my family and all that, because it's not, in the past I would have been like, right, we're going back, kids, and
yes, Dad,
and that's something that I think they were Rebecca and Lily and Scott, who was going to pace me, who never got the chance to.
Oh, of course, Scott. Oh, mate.
Yeah. But that's all right. He,
I presume he was there.
Yeah, he was. He was right through, him and Carl. It was good fun, and
they would have done amazing. A shift through the night.
Yeah, they were amazing. So, yeah, that's it really. Ellie, what did you have to say?
I think it's interesting because you're talking about feeling a bit embarrassed, but like, why are you embarrassed?
Because I've got a podcast that talked about trail running all the time and said that I was going to do 100 miles and didn't.
Yeah,
and
what a loser. Yeah.
No, but this is an authentic thing. Like I don't feel like, and I didn't come down to the start yesterday, and I didn't come down to the start yesterday because I felt like rat shit all day and was in bed basically, just kind of still feeling quite sick. So there wasn't like I was hiding. So I don't feel like I've let anyone down or let myself down. But it's a human thing, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But the majority of me just feels like, well, it was a cascading series of errors probably, and happens.
Yeah, I think like from my side of things, like because I coach a lady who had she went to Shotover and she really wanted to get it done. We knew that it was going to be, you know, like a really big ask, but she was like, I just want to try, you know, like, so, and she had a DNF as well. And I just said, you know, like, I'm not disappointed with you. I'm disappointed for you. Like, and so, you know, like we just still wrap you in love and feel for you, like, because we want to see you succeed, but also, like, you know, you've had a different kind of experience and who knows where it'll lead to. Like, in the weekend I saw lots and lots of people who were second time, third time trying to get the miler done, and you know, when it finally happens, and even Dave Byrne, who just managed to knock off his fifth, he had a DNF last year, so he'd done 4 DNF last year. He's had the monkey on his back the whole year. He pulled out at Redwoods last year, and he was like, "Oh, so close." But
Redwoods.
Yep. And then he
goodness.
came back this year and got it done. So I think, you know, like it's bloody hard. Like, there's a high DNF rate, and it shows how hard it is, and it shows how much, you know, like that it means to people when they do come back and get it done.
And you got to respect, and that's the thing, you have to respect the distance, and you have to respect, and you know, even Scott said to me, like, I would have kicked you out of that chair if we hadn't been at Okataina, and thinking about, and I sort of said to him, look, I'm doing the math in my head here, man, and unless I have a massive sort of reversal of fortune, and it was more than have a gel, have another one, feel better by that point. It was, you know, like, say if it had been, and this isn't to compare to Dave, if it had been Redwoods, he would have been booting me down the trail.
And having, because Scott's crewed me at Coast to Cozzy, he does not muck around. If he thinks you've got it in you, he will make sure you keep going. So if he's sitting there going, maybe not, mate.
Yeah, and ultimately, like, we want you healthy and alive, like, and also, like, you know, what if you carried on and then you'll need an extraction on Western Okataina? Like, that'd be balls.
Saw a dude get put on a trail bike, not a quad bike, a trail bike the year of the cyclone course, and he was grey. He was about as grey as the hat I'm wearing, and he just looked at me and just was like, oh no, this is going to get a lot worse. And the guy was like, yeah, okay, we're about 45 minutes out.
Far out.
That happened to Carl Reed was telling me. He said he did the same thing. He said he took off up the hill because he wasn't going to stop because he's an animal. And he said he had to get on the back of a trail bike and get driven out. And just like, no, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So health first and foremost, eh? Like,
yeah. And I feel, apart from my swollen ankles, pretty good. Like, I do. I feel pretty good.
Man,
I feel,
well done. I feel like garbage.
Yeah, I mean, but you ran, you know, I guess it's comparable too, right? Like you know, so it's but it's definitely ignited a deep sense of curiosity about the distance. It really has.
Oh, well, maybe we have like a bit of a watch the space and come back to this and just see in like maybe a month's time where Matt's.
Oh no, look, I'm totally going to do it next year, but like I'm trying to be, you know, like I'm trying to be like
working with you on the mic though, Matt. But no, I feel it.
I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to be like that. That's we all know. We all know that's going to happen, but but it's not like a red hot need right now to go to the track, you know, which it would have been in past years. So, yeah, there's a lot to improve on though, and there's a lot, like, that's the thing too. Like, I think with all these things and just seeing people, like, man, you know how you talked about Aussies, Andrew, and you like how per capita we just knock them into a crooked hat
oblivion.
In terms of oblivion. We destroy them. But man, their rank and file are good, eh? Like their rank and file runners are really good. And like the power hiking, that was insane. Like I'm chasing this woman down a hill, you know, and I'm like, am I running really slowly or is she just walking really fast? And both were true. But, you know, you sort of catch her at the end. But people just efficient, hiking, really smart and tenacious. And that was really cool too, like being out there. There were some really kind people who said, you know, like, we love Dirt Church Radio and that was brilliant. And this one woman, she's like, have you been recognised today? And I was like, nah. No, I haven't. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin your race. I was like, no, you haven't. It's amazing. But that was really lovely, just hanging out with, I got to hang out with a bunch of awesome runners all day and be a student of the sport and be a student of, I love hanging out with people. I love people. So hanging out with people and just seeing these just tough people just smashing it. It was awesome.
Oh, you're one of them too, Matt.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know. But that's cool, right? You kind of find your tribe. So
Nice. It's a nice summary, man.
Yeah.
It's a good perspective to take on it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I don't know if that would be a greatest run ever, but we'll be expecting everyone to crack into it with a greatest run ever. So please do send them in to dirtchurchradio@gmail.com, and we will return to normal programming with the greatest run evers on our next episode, our next full episode. Just had a bit of a break with the Tarawera. Now, we've got a whole speed dating thing to crack on with, so we probably should do that. Ali Pottinger, this was your ideas, the font of good ideas. You suggested that when we did the DCNR Q&A on the Friday at the Village Green that we change it up a little bit and go for it speed dating style, because after all it was Valentine's Day. So we spoke to an amazing array of pros. We spoke to Caitlin Fielder, Dan Jones, Ruth Croft, Hadyen Hakes, Konoka Azumi, Ryan Montgomery, Helen, Redcloud, Mino, Faulkner and Lucy Bartholomew. Did I miss anyone out? I don't think I did.
Sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah.
And it was great to hear the pros.
Oh, Robbie.
Oh, yeah, Robbie Simpson. Who
Yeah.
could forget? Amazing questions, amazing glasses, and amazing vibes. So enjoy. Kia ora tātou, and welcome to the Village Green for the 2025 Tarawera Ultra Trail. And my name is Matt Raymond. This is Andrew McDowell and Ali Pottinger. We are Dirt Church Radio. And yeah, look at that.
Oh, tie on.
So we were going to do your typical professional athlete Q&A at an ultra marathon, and then Ali had the brilliant idea to go, no, we're not going to do that at all because it's Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is for lovers, obviously. And I heard Dylan Bowman wondering if we do celebrate Valentine's Day in Aotearoa, and yeah, we absolutely do. So Ali, what's been your idea?
Oh, you know what? I just thought Valentine's Day, let's do something a little bit different. We've got these amazing athletes here, so how about we just get to know them a bit better in a different way? I mean, we all love them, right? Like, are you here because you love them? Yeah, you are. That was a resounding yes from the crowd, just in case you didn't hear it. So yeah, we're going to kick it off with a round of questions, speed dating style. So, Andrew, talk us through.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you're not familiar with speed dating, these are rapid-fire questions.
Show of hands, anyone who met through speed dating. Is that an older thing? Anyone met on an app? No? Okay, too personal, right.
I've never done it either, mate. Rapid-fire questions, some trail running related, and... sorry, these are very tiny words. Some trail running adjacent and some of the darkest recesses of our consciousness that we will ask our pro runners. Okay, Matt.
So the rules are 3 minutes and you get one pass. Okay, so you can pass on any one question.
Okay.
But the caveat to that is you don't know what the questions are going to be next. So you have to really use that wisely.
This is nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I know. It's full on.
Can I phone a friend?
No.
Just no. Be here. Okay.
All right.
You've got it all written down.
All right, Caitlin Fielder, so your time starts. Ding the bell. Now, right. Which trail runner should be president or prime minister?
Ruth Croft.
Why?
She's just an all-round legend, and I think people would really follow what she was saying.
Which one shouldn't be prime minister or president?
This is a heck. I'm going to pass on that one.
Oh, see, this is the thing. You went hard. You went early.
No enemies.
We're all friends here. Hardest you've ever gone after a race?
Oh, a race in Basque Country. Yeah, I had sore legs after the dancing, then I did the race.
If there was nothing and times would... No, I'm not asking that question.
What is it?
It's the question that we said we wouldn't ask.
Oh, look, give it to me. Give it to me. Come on.
Ellie, do it. You
Not
just
the
give her
microphone.
Give her the mic, mate.
Okay, I have to be told that I need to say for trail running first.
For both of us. I'm not doing it.
If you were caught in a pinch, what would be the next best alternative to lube?
I hate that question.
Yeah, like a gel, I guess. Morton gel.
Actually, that's
Okay,
that's
good
actually quite
answer.
good.
It's basically the same.
Just a lot more expensive. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Music
Yeah.
or internal demons? While running, I assume.
I'm going to say music capped off with a bit of demons.
Very nice. What is your running theme song?
War by Tarawera Roach.
Very nice. Is a goal time more important than a finish?
I'd say finish, but you can pivot with goal times.
Go-to karaoke song, perhaps in Basque Country.
I can't think of anyone.
Clock's ticking.
It's only 1 minute left.
We might make you sing it.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
Gimme.
Yeah,
a
that
man.
one.
Yep.
Give me a man after midnight.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Which athlete at Tarawera 2025 would you like to be trapped on a desert island with?
Ooh, another hard one. I'm gonna say Ruth. She's my roomie now, and we're going pretty good. So Ruth again. Sorry, Ruth.
UTMB or Western States?
Oh, I would say Western States.
Oh, is that it?
We'll see.
What's an unusual talent you have that always surprises people when they find out?
I can wiggle my ears.
Oh,
Show us. Oh, you can too. Why does she have to be good at everything?
I know. Can run faster than you, punch harder than you. Yeah, all the.
All right. I've got a freestyle now.
Yeah, go.
Oh, you've run
What's
out.
your favourite thing about Tarawera?
The people.
People.
The community.
Any particular ones?
Well, I've got my amazing family that always comes to support me, so I'm going to say them.
Brilliant.
Oh, my sister's here.
All right, and that brings us
4,
to a
3, 2, 1.
thank you, Caitlin Fielder. What a pleasure to go speed dating with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We
We're
wish you
getting
all the very
different
best for
questions.
tomorrow. We'll look forward to cheering you in.
All right, so this guy's he's from just down the road in Whakatane, and he also runs for that local Terex gang like Caitlin does, and he shared the distinction of not only getting his 5-year Kepler medal the same year I did, but he also hung out with Andrew McDowell at Olympic Valley in 2024, and he's pretty good at running. He's your defending 102-kilometre champ. Put it together for Daniel Jones. Right,
All
are you
right.
good? You know
I'm nervous, but yeah, I'm good.
All right, you should be nervous.
Here you go.
Oh, why do I get the serious ones? Anyway, you know so 3 minutes, bunch of questions, and one pass. You can pass once.
Oh yeah, I heard the instructions.
Yeah. All right, good man. Okay.
Good listener.
Is your
All
mic
right.
working? Yeah. Okay, you ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, ding.
Favourite person to race and why?
Oh, Hadyen Hakes, because he sometimes like G's me up and then kicks my ass at the finish line.
Least favourite person to race and why?
Hadyen Hakes.
Yeah,
cop out,
that
no
guy
cop-
that gets
no
beaten,
cop
mate. Jim Walmsley, because he's, I don't know, intimidating, I guess, and yeah, he also kicked my butt at Western States this year.
I think he kicked everyone's ass at Western States, but that's okay. Look, what's been your worst experience running? So there's a greatest run ever. What's your worst run ever?
Oh, you mean like in a race? I
Up to
would
you.
say in a running race, the Canyons 2022, because I just blew to pieces in like death march for the last 20k. Well, I made it, but it was just. But multi-sport racing, well, coast to coast was like really, really my longest day.
Excellent. Do you have a nickname? What is it?
I've got many nicknames from all over. Obviously, there's the old Danny Jones from 2023 Western States. That one's hung around longer than I'd care for it.
Good to know.
Nah, I'm joking. That's all good. Whoever wants to call me whatever they want, even behind my back. No.
Go, Andrew.
Oh, yep. Okay. Best trail run, I guess, that you've ever done.
Oh, let's say Tarawera. Let's give it all. Yo.
Very diplomatic answer there. Very good. Best running fashion trend.
This is not very quick. Off the mark.
Is it
Save
those
it
little
for
shiny
tomorrow.
things that
I don't
people
know.
use
Just
their
like
best?
sock game. I like a good sock game.
Oh, nice. And one that you'd like to never see again.
Not much of a headband fan, but hey, Ruth
I knew
Croft,
it.
sweet.
only $300 or whatever they are. And what superpower would you like to have?
Oh, we're just talking about, imagine if I could just fly home from Lake Tikitapu on tomorrow. What was tomorrow?
Yeah, it's
It is tomorrow. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Jeez, that would be nice. Ellie.
There's actually some special notes here because you must have a bit of a reputation, Dan. I have to ask you about what's the hardest you've gone after a race.
Oh, no.
You can pass. No, don't pass.
Don't
No,
pass.
I won't pass. This is gold. Nah. Well, what ones can I remember? UTCC after party was pretty good, pretty hard.
Great
let's
day
just go
after
with that.
Kidman.
That's the last race I did. Let's bring on after Tarawera,
We've
maybe.
got Crate Day after Kepler here.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I don't know how many I
We're done.
finished. Sorry.
Oh,
done.
ding.
Dang!
Well done,
Okay.
mate.
Thank you, Dan. Well, I'm sure we will actually see you using your superpower tomorrow flying home from Tiki Tapu, so go well
hope
out
so.
there.
Thanks so
for
much,
speed
guys.
dating with
Easy.
us. We would like our glasses back, though.
Oh, yeah. You can have those.
Glasses and the thingy.
I think he likes a good sock game, but I reckon he actually likes the glasses game too. All right. Well, we would like to introduce you to our next Prime Minister, Ruth Croft from Adidas T-Rex. She's our returning champion. Where is she? Ruth Croft. Oh, look, there she's in the bar. Look at her.
Staying out of the sun.
Hardest you've ever gone before a race.
Yeah, hardest you've ever gone before a race, says Matt.
All right, so I've got that one. All right, so you up for the play. You got 3 minutes. You can pass once. All right? Okay? You ready to go? Okay, so your time starts now. If you could run 100 miles right now in the clothes that you're in, including jandals with no nutrition, wearing those glasses, or do this, what would you rather do?
Probably run 100 miles.
There you go. All right. Favourite running food?
Favourite running food?
Yeah.
Racing or
It says favourite running food. I just read the cards.
You can tell us both.
Go Rocktain Summit Tea.
How many years have you been running?
Competitively or?
How many years have you been running?
I started competitively when I was like 13, 14.
And what about how many years have you been professional?
Does that mean not working any other job?
Yeah.
2018.
Sweet.
Cool. What
7
song
years.
always gets you on the dance floor?
Oh shit, what song? What song gets me on the dance floor?
Come on,
Time's
Eileen.
ticking.
Are you a wagon wheel kind of girl?
Yeah, you can go wagon wheel.
Finish line celebration. A shoey or a high five?
I'd definitely go a high five.
Incorrect.
I don't. Yeah. It's underlined shoey. I'm sorry. It's the opposite. What is this? Agree to run in a draw or fight it out to the death. And I think that's kind of like a hold hands or just
Fight it out till the death.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. What's a human that inspires you? Or who is a human?
Inspires me. Probably Stephen Adams. Yeah, the way he gives back a lot to the community and just an all-round good human. And I feel like even though he makes a lot of money, he's still super down to earth and really relatable in one way.
That's a great answer. Do you prefer holidays near beaches or mountains?
Beaches.
Oh.
Yeah. Although down west there, you've got both, right?
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to make that choice.
No.
Ellen.
Introvert or extrovert?
Well, this week, being around so many people, I feel like I'm really an introvert. But I need both. I need a good balance.
Who is your celebrity crush or hall pass? Sorry, Martin.
Celebrity crush or hall pass? I listened to the Between Two Bears podcast with Di Foster. And I think she is my crush right now. Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you have in your bag?
Like for now?
Yeah.
Weirdest thing. I still use the iPod Shuffle with the corded headphones, so people might think I haven't really gone with the times of the Bluetooth.
Do you update the songs or do you have a set list?
I update them. Yeah.
What's the jams for tomorrow?
I can have absolutely everything. So you could have Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, and then Shabuzi. You could have that too.
Great, love it. If you were an animal, what kind do you think you'd be?
An animal. I was an animal. What would you be? Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to think. I'm not very good at like thinking on the spot.
It's hard.
What would I? Oh, is it time?
Yeah,
oh,
it's time.
We've got to start. Sorry.
We haven't rang the bell yet.
If I was an animal, I would be a dolphin.
Oh, dolphin.
Now you can do
Thanks so much, Ruth. It's been a pleasure speed dating with you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the bell, yeah. And we wish you all the very best for tomorrow and your future political campaign, according to Caitlin. Yeah. Give us a big round of applause for Hadyen Hakes. Oh, and
I'm not an international anymore. I come to New Zealand enough, right?
We'll take care. All right, horse, you got this. So 3 minutes, 1 pass, go. Just this is a statement. Your hair looks pretty sweet.
Thanks.
Do you attribute it actually to your, it's maybe a coincidence that you got Ultra Run of the Year and you've grown it back?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't cut it since, I think I haven't cut it since before before 2024. So I got to keep it going.
Resplendent.
Yeah, it's strength, right?
Yeah.
Right. Someone wrote something in the book about that once. All right, 100,000 Instagram followers or a golden ticket?
Oh, golden ticket.
Easy one.
Best post-race drink?
Post-race drink. That's probably just a good sparkling water, like a Liquid Death or something.
Flavour?
Mango chainsaw.
In the gold can. Beautiful. Cat person or dog person?
Dog person. I grew up with lots of dogs. No cats.
Same. What is the worst thing you've eaten in a race?
Ooh, when I was in China, I was racing, I was bonking super hard, right? Had no gels on me. I didn't have enough time in between aid stations. I found a gel on the ground that had already been used.
Oh, bro.
No. Ripped it open and started licking the inside of the packet. I didn't bonk. It got me out of it.
What flavour was it?
I don't remember. Some Chinese flavor.
Nice.
Brilliant. Run for fun or run to fight demons? It's quite a dark.
Run for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could be any character from any book or movie for a day, who would you choose?
That's a tough one. Probably like, have you ever seen A River Runs Through It?
Yeah.
I love fly fishing. I love fishing in general. I'd just love to be like a professional fly fisherman.
So you'd be Robert Redford?
I'd be Robert Redford. Yeah, he's a good guy to be.
That is a nice answer.
That's beautiful.
All right, which athlete at Tarawera, I think we know the answer to this one already, at Tarawera 2025 would you like to be trapped on a desert island with?
Not Dan Jones. I'm just kidding. No, my boy Danny Jones, for sure. I'd definitely be with him.
UTMB or Western States?
Western States. I still got unfinished business there.
What's the business that you want to finish there?
Well, I mean, I got to win it, right?
Yeah.
I've been second. I've been third.
Yeah.
The only thing left is first. So I got to beat Jim, not let him work me this year.
Okay, all right. We're going to watch this space.
It's going to be great.
What's an unusual talent you have that always surprises people when they find out?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You can ask my wife that one, but might be a secret. So
That hair's really bring out the.
Thank you so much, Hayden. It's been
thanks,
an
guys.
absolute joy
Take care.
speed dating with you. We hope you have another wonderful day out on our trails tomorrow.
all right,
Nice
take
one.
care.
All right, here we go. Next, look, the champs just keep coming back. Next on the stage, we would like to welcome your current T-Miler champion, returning to defend her crown. Please give that. We claim her as Auckland's own. Konoka Azumi, give her a big hand. Okay, so 3 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
You get one pass, and then it'll all be over, and you just get to run 100 miles tomorrow. It'll be easy. Right, you ready? Favorite thing about Rotorua so far?
Yeah, I'm so excited to the race, and every year I think it's 5 times to come here. So every year I'm so excited to do with spectacular, amazing people.
Outside of running, what is the thing that you're best at?
Outside of running,
Running is life.
usually I'm working as a teacher, so I'm maybe good at playing with kids.
What's the best post-race food?
And during the race, I always thinking about I wanna eat ice cream, I wanna eat chips, but after the actually I won't be able to eat anything. So maybe I like matcha smoothie or kind of refreshment.
That'd be nice, a smoothie, like at the finish, like a big smoothie system, you know, like 5 or 6 blenders just lined up and everyone just cranking out smoothies.
I think that would be the worst idea that anyone's ever had. Can you imagine the carnage? Can you imagine just the hot human garbage that comes through these finish lines? And then we're like, would you like a litre of protein smoothie?
Are there any place to eat Japanese smoothie?
That'd be nice.
Do you have a party trick that impresses people?
Party?
A party trick, something that you can do, that you're good at, that you could do at a party that people go, oh, wow, I didn't know she could do that. Who wrote this
You can
question?
pass if you want to.
We tried singing one time, didn't we, in the middle of it?
Yeah, I remember. And you say, next my time, I couldn't sing a song, but you were so excited to sing it roughly in the midnight.
I highly recommended it 2 o'clock in the morning in a long race. Start singing songs. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Pizza?
Pineapple.
No.
No. I agree.
Correct.
I agree.
No, controversial.
Chocolate milk? Oh, I suppose we've already kind of
Yeah,
talked
we
about
covered that one.
Yeah. If you could have dinner with any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
If I could be with my family.
With your family. Oh, Ellie, quick question before we run out.
What is your favourite running session?
I love climbing, so maybe I love like intense climbing session. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, watch out for her.
And
Watch out for her on the hills tomorrow, I would say to the competitors. Thank you,
I will try my
Konoka.
best.
It's been great speed dating with you. We wish you all the very best with your run. Part of Team T-Rex, he's come from the warm climes of Scotland, I believe. He's one that's got some of the fellow runners shaking in their boots a bit. Robbie Simpson, it is an absolute pleasure to have you joining us for our DCR speed dating. Now, did you get the memo on how this works? Have you been watching?
Well, I've seen the last 2 and now I wish that I'd said I wasn't here.
You told me when I asked you, you said there was no bounds that we couldn't cover. So
Yeah, but now I've heard these questions, I changed my mind.
Oh, really?
Excellent.
All right, are we ready to rock and roll, team?
Yep.
What is your favourite running session?
Nice big uphill tempo.
Most hated running session?
Something on the track for sure.
Oh. Finishes medal or plant a tree?
Definitely plant a tree.
What sort of tree?
Something native, depending on which country you're in.
What's your favourite guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
TV show. I watch some fishing documentaries with old men.
Salt or fresh?
Freshwater.
Oh, right. Freshwater fishing. All right, sounds like you and Hayden might be going for it.
Yeah, there's a bit of a thing developing here. Yeah, go for it, mate. Okay, what's the weirdest thing you have seen at an aid station?
An aid station, jeez. I don't know. People having fun.
No random musicians or anything like that?
I don't know. I actually don't remember anything in
You
races.
just fly through them so fast.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
Who maintains your Wikipedia page?
Do I even have a Wikipedia page?
According to Wikipedia, you do.
Apparently, no idea. There can't be much on there if there is one.
We're going to find out afterwards.
They'll be updating it with your speed dating answers, Robbie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Badwater or Barkley?
Barkley. It's colder.
Yeah. And if you don't like track, then Badwater's just a really, really long track, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they climb at the end.
Yes, you do. Which country's cuisine is your favourite?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's hard to beat Italy, actually.
Yeah, it's a safe bet.
I'm compelled to ask, what's your favourite body part?
Calf.
Ooh.
Which one?
Well, depends whose calf. Not mine, but generally.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's very good. Touche. 100,000 Insta followers or a golden ticket?
Neither.
Ooh.
Oh, explain. No, you don't have to.
It's too hot to do Western States, and that's too many followers.
It's a lot of
That's a full-time
liability.
job. Best post-race drink?
Something fizzy and sweet and ginger. Yeah, ginger beer. Something like that. And that's a poor answer.
Ginger beer's pretty safe.
Ginger beer's pretty safe.
You're not going to ask cat person or dog
Oh, we
person?
asked it.
I still like to know.
Yeah.
Dog.
Dog. Yeah.
What sort of dog?
I like lurchers and collies. Like really scruffy dogs that can run.
What's a lurcher?
It's a cross between a greyhound and some other kind of dog.
Oh, okay.
You got a question?
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's your favourite thing about Rotorua so far?
I really like the forest, actually. The trails are smooth, rolling. Yeah, it's good.
And redwoods, eh?
Yeah, redwoods are pretty good too.
There's your ding. You're done.
All right. See, it wasn't so bad,
I got
was
away
it?
quite lightly there.
Yeah.
Robbie Simpson, it has been a great time getting to know you better. We wish you the best for your run tomorrow.
They were third and got the Western States golden ticket last time they were here in 2023 behind Dan Jones and Hayden Hall. Ryan Montgomery, welcome to the stage.
Yay!
Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Celebrity crush?
Taylor Swift.
Aw, yeah.
Like my daughter.
What's the weirdest thing you have in your bag?
A banana.
If you were an animal, what kind do you think you'd be and why?
I would be a cat because my love language is touch, and I just want to have cuddles on the couch.
Solid.
So you're a cat person, not a dog person?
I am a cat person,
Right.
yeah.
It's not here, so I thought I'd get it in. What about on the finish line? A shoey? Do you know what a shoey is?
What is that?
It's when you fill your
Oh,
shoey.
no. I am hard against that. I think that's disgusting.
It's a high five.
I will take a beer at the end, just in a proper glass.
Okay.
What defines a proper glass?
You might like it.
One that's clean.
If you're fighting it out with someone towards the finish, will you just hold hands, or are you just going to go try and beat them every time?
Wait, say that again?
It says agree to run in a draw or fight it out to the death.
Oh, fight it out? I'm kind of in the boat of fight it out. Maybe if it's the last few moments we tie, but I think it would be more fun if someone wins.
Yeah, nice. What's a human that inspires you? I said it wrong again. Who is a human that inspires you?
Ooh. So I know this is probably a cop-out, but when I was growing up, my mom raised me and my sisters all by herself pretty much. And she just gave everything for me and my siblings. And so it's been fun to reflect on that as an adult now. And so honestly, just the sacrifice and commitment she has made in her life is something I try to evoke. So yeah, definitely my mommy.
That is awesome. Does she come watch you race?
So last time at Tarawera, she was here. She crewed me. This time she's not here.
Is it because she had to crew last year?
Yeah, no, she loves crewing me. She's actually crewed me at a lot of my races, fun fact. But no, this time it didn't work out. You know, New Zealand is very far from the States. So yeah, not this time around.
And holidays near beaches or mountains?
Oh, for sure, mountains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
But the ideal holiday is when you can get both, i.e. New Zealand.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah.
Which trail runner should be president or prime minister?
Wait, say that again?
Which trail runner should be president or prime minister?
What trail runner?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Clock's ticking, Ryan.
I think cool.
The first person that came to my mind was, I'm kind of in a favor of someone who's like steady Eddie, like likable by all people, can like bring people together. So I'm gonna say Courtney Dauwalter, just because everyone loves her. Like no matter where you are in the spectrum of your opinions, people love her.
Which one shouldn't be prime minister or president and why? Yeah.
Who should?
Who shouldn't?
Oh, shouldn't?
Yeah, you already said Courtney should. So who
I just
shouldn't?
feel like we have way too many polarization nowadays, and so someone who's like very polarizing. So
someone who's keto.
Yeah, maybe someone who's like anti-carb, something like that.
Get in the bin,
Hot
Bronco
take.
Billy. Yeah.
What's the hardest that you've ever gone after a race?
Say that one more time.
What's the hardest that you've ever gone after a race, like partied or that sort of thing?
Like hardest effort or?
No, what's the hardest? Yeah, you
After.
go hard. What's
Yeah,
the
when
hardest
you've
you've gone
finished
after
a
the
race.
race?
After the race.
You go hard.
Oh, I see. I'm pretty, I don't know, I'm pretty like mellow after a race. Like I don't really like send it, but although, so fun fact, I'm actually in grad school right now. I'm getting my MBA, and next weekend is, we have like a winter carnival, and essentially what that means is that it's just a big party in like an outdoor tent. So I'm like fully like not restricting myself for
Right.
this party. Because normally I restrict myself. I'm like, I'm having one drink, but
Full
after
scene.
Tarawera, I'm going to celebrate and like not restrict myself.
Oh, fantastic.
After this, when this is wrapped up, we'll loan you our bow ties and glasses for
Oh,
that party.
I mean, I
okay?
already own many bow ties, but I do not have these glasses,
Okay.
so I would
They're
definitely
yours.
love
That'll be
these.
our gift when
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
finished.
I want the pink ones, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, the
yeah.
big ones.
Because they would actually be great at this party I'm talking
Good.
about.
I'm glad. We must have known. If there was nothing, when you were trail running, okay, and times were desperate, what's the next best alternative to lube?
I usually just kind of like suck it up, honestly.
Just grit it out.
Grind it out.
Well, like my thing is, there's like a famous photo for me from Western States 2 years ago where I had a bloody nipple. And so whenever I chafe now or I feel like it's like on the onset, it's usually always my nipples. And so I just always take off my shirt. So
Yeah.
now that's like my thing. I did it even in the gym, and like I was like, we're chafing, so I have to take off my shirt now.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
All right.
Nice. We'll dig you out. Thank
Perfect.
you, Sarah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ryan. It's been great chatting, and we'll get the glasses to you after this.
Okay.
Okay, next up to join us for speed dating, we would like to welcome to the Village Green another one of our USA friends, ready to throw down the 102K tomorrow. Please give a big Tarawera welcome to Helen, Redcloud, Mino, Faulkner.
There you go.
Cat person or dog person? Cat, sorry, my accent and I speak fast. Cat person or dog person?
I think I like dogs better.
What's the weirdest thing you have in your bag?
I have a tiny spoon.
What's it made out of?
Metal.
What's it
What
for?
metal?
Just normal metal. I don't know, because I used to keep a fork in my purse, but then one time I went to Mexico and they took it in the airport. So now I just carry a spoon because they won't take it.
You never
You
know.
bring
when
a spoon to a spork fight, I guess. Okay, cool. I've no more questions.
Okay.
It's so random.
It's a bit of a tough one. If you could describe yourself using one word, what would it be?
Joyful.
Oh, good job. Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Pizza? No. I can't eat gluten or dairy, so pizza's like the one thing that's really hard for me.
Do you like pineapple?
I love pineapple.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, okay. But not on pizza. No.
I'm happy.
Yeah, but not on
Because
pizza.
you can't have pizza.
Wouldn't matter.
Beer or chocolate milk or something else entirely at the finish?
Something else entirely. I was hoping there's a boba truck over there.
Oh.
Like maybe there's one right there.
Oh, like bubble tea?
Yeah, bubble tea.
Bubble tea.
And so I'm excited for that after my race.
What's your go-to bubble tea order?
I like the watermelon tea.
And what are we talking like 25, 50, 75% sugar?
Probably like 25. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm not familiar with this world that you're just talking about.
Yeah.
I had it once and it nearly killed me.
If you could have dinner with any celebrity, dead or alive, do you know who it would be?
You know, maybe Lewis and Clark. They were the... Yeah. I like to know what it was like going down the Columbia River.
Music or internal demons?
Music.
Any particular time?
I made a playlist, but hopefully I won't listen to it. We'll see.
Okay, what are the songs on the playlist?
Oh, there's all sorts of stuff on there. I don't know.
Whatever comes up.
Yeah, whatever's on there.
Okay. What is the song that would be your running theme song? Like if we could play any song when you're coming into the finish line or off the start line.
Yeah, maybe something by the Bee Gees, because I feel like it's fun. It's pretty upbeat.
Yeah.
Huh,
Like
Bee
it.
Gees.
Maybe Staying Alive.
Yeah, Staying Alive.
Yeah, that's good. Is a goal time more important than a finish?
Yes and no. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to fit. Do you mean just like finishing like place-wise or finishing the race generally?
Finishing the race.
Oh, I will finish this race.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will happen.
What is your go-to What is your... I'll run out of sound.
Has it broken?
Test.
Okay.
Last question. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I will never sing karaoke.
Never?
Never.
If your life depended on it?
No, not even. That's it. That's
Even if
my
you-
time to go.
What about if you had like a 75% strength bubble tea?
No, not a chance.
All
You
right.
can ding, you're done.
Oh, yeah, ding.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank
we
you.
hope you have a great time bringing the joy that you do out there to the trails tomorrow.
All right. So we have one more pro runner to put through the ringer in our Dirt Church Radio speed dating running edition. So look, she can do it all, swim, bike and run. We wish she'd make up her mind. She's awesome. She's a real legend of the sport, a font of great advice and a perpetuator of Stoke. And don't forget, her car is much flashier than yours. Please welcome to the stage the incredible Lucy Bartholomew. All right, Holmes, you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready for this.
All right, 3 minutes, one pass. If you wish, let's go.
Oh, yeah, start.
What's the worst thing you've eaten in a race?
Worst thing I've eaten in a race was, some like random sushi with something in it that I didn't know in China.
How'd that go?
Not super well, and it kind of came out in the same that it went in.
During the race?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Run for fun or run to fight off demons?
Oh, run for fun.
If you could be any character from any book or movie for a day, who would you choose?
Oh my gosh. If I could be, pass. I got to think about that.
Yeah, no one said Darth Vader or like
No.
Luke Skywalker or anything. I mean, Luke Skywalker could be quite fun. Favourite thing about Rotorua so far?
Carrie and Ali's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, very nice.
And Sebastian's house.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's mostly his.
castle.
Yeah.
Outside of running, what is the thing you are best at?
Oh, I love to cook. I wouldn't say I'm the
yes.
best at it, but I can cook.
Fantastic. Best post-race food on that note?
Oh, hot chips.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're hard to get it, depending on how long the race is. 3 in the morning, hot chips sound amazing and no one's making them.
Nah, that's always disappointing.
Yeah.
So you run faster.
Run faster,
Or
yeah.
slower and wait till the morning breakfast potatoes.
Oh, true, take your time.
Yeah.
Do you have a party trick that always impresses people?
No.
Sometimes impresses
Nah, it's super unimpressive.
You have an unimpressive party trick.
I run 100 miles.
True, yeah, that's
Pretty impressive.
I think your party trick is actually cooking good food, and then everyone's like, oh, thanks, Lucy. Best trail run?
Oh.
Ever.
Oh. Oh, goodness me. Running in Norway. Some of my favourite trails.
What's your best running fashion trend?
Oh, I'm not a very trendy person.
Oh, come on, look at those shoes. They're so
Yeah,
sick.
if my Achilles blow out, I might be in these shoes at some point. So, these shoes.
What's one you'd like to see in the bin?
Oh. I'm not a huge fan of the calf sleeve thing. I think it looks a bit triathlete.
But you're a triathlete.
Yeah, you are a triathlete.
You don't like crossover.
That was a former life. Yeah, we've entered 2025.
Fair enough.
What superpower would you like to have?
Oh, to fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest thing you've seen at an aid station? Is it the sushi?
Yeah, I would say China was really different.
What was there?
Well, I don't know what half of it was. I wasn't sure what was like decoration and what was actually the edible thing.
Was it actually an aid station?
Yeah.
You're a florist.
Oh, it was all hallucination.
Who maintains your Wikipedia page?
Oh, Camille Herron's husband.
Badwater or Barclay?
Bad water, put me on the road.
Which country's cuisine is your favourite?
Which one?
Country's cuisine is your favourite?
China.
Not China.
Currently working for China Tourism at this point. Italy, for sure.
Italy. Any more questions, boys?
No, our timer has run out. We continue.
He's got the bell.
We don't need it anymore.
Perfect.
All right. It has been an absolute joy speed dating with you, Lucy. Thank you.
Huge round of applause for all our professional athletes who have endured that speed dating. We really, really appreciate it. Talk about a feat of endurance and perseverance. And look, from us, we hope that we've gotten you in the mood for some trail romance. And to those running tomorrow, have the most incredible time. Have fun, be safe, and above all, be cool to the land, your crew, and the race volunteers. To the crew, to those that are crewing runners, thank you all so much. You are the real heroes. And we would like to thank Tarawera Ultra Trail for having us back for another year. And we'll look forward to seeing you all out there tomorrow. So give yourselves all a big round of applause.
Yay.
Thank you.
Well, look, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Dirt Church Radio is presented by me, Matt Raymond.
Me, Ali Pottinger.
And Andrew McDowell.
We're on all the podcast platforms, so like, follow, and give us a rating. It really helps. We're on social media at Dirt Church Radio. Email us at dirtchurchradio@gmail.com. Now, don't forget to sign up for the Substack, our weekly newsletter, and Aid Station podcast. Don't forget to write them with your greatest run ever. We'd love to hear from you, and you can read them on the website too. Thanks to our supporters for the Faster That's It Squadron and our Substack subscribers and the DCR Aid Station crew. Stay tuned for our show in 2 weeks when we have another great guest lined up. We apologise in advance for not mentioning Carol Saab. He smashed it. Mā te wā.